This is April 8th, and this is my garden journal. And right here you can see some sedum growing in there, and there's a few daffodils, and there's a rose right down there, and there's some poppies up there. This is sedum right here. There's a daffodil. That's a rose that I trimmed off, and there's some more daffodils. Look at those. And there's a little bit of lamium down in there. Lamium is a beautiful ground cover. I like it. These are daffodils, and some of them are mystery lilies, both mixed in here. You can't really tell them apart from the foliage. And there's a tulip just getting ready to bloom. Down in there is a mystery lily, a hardy geranium. And there's some more daffodils. Those are the smaller ones. I have the bigger. This is loosestrife just coming up out of the ground right there. It's got tall yellow flowers on it. And this is honeysuckle. The leaves are just coming out on this vine here. This is hyacinths right there, and the little blue flowers are Siberian blue squill. There's a rose there growing up with that hyacinth, and then over in there there's some yarrow. Here's another hardy geranium. This is tulips, and there's some leaves for crocus there, and there's some yarrow right there, that feathery. It will be blooming later on this year. And there's some lilies, daylilies, the foliage for daylilies, and there's some more of that blue Siberian squill. And just daylilies starting to come up all over the place in here. There's no hyacinths right there. And there's another hardy geranium. And those leaves with white stripes on them are crocuses, I believe. I love these little blue flowers. There is another hyacinth. There's a small bush I got growing here. I cut it to the ground every year so it don't get too big. I believe it's a yellow twig dogwood. There you can see some crocuses, some tulips and daffodils. There's a hyacinths, and some squill. Just tulips and daffodils. Early red tulips. This is a Columbine just starting to come up, and there's some coral bells just starting to come up. I think those are glory of the snow. There's another Columbine just coming up. This is bird in a bush. It's an early spring tuber, I believe, that you can plant in the fall. There's catmint right there that's just coming up. I've got lots of places scattered all around. Here's another hyacinths that's just getting ready to bloom right there. And I believe this is a windflower. They call it Grecian windflower or something like that. And there's more daffodils. And the little blue flowers there was Vinca minor. There's some goutweed and daffodils, and a red tulip there. There's hostas just coming up out of the ground, like little pencil points. I just love watching the plants just coming up out of the ground. There is a bleeding heart. This looks like we're going to have some blooms on our crabapple tree this year. We planted that, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. And there's some more bird in a bush, and some daffodils, and some Vinca minor. The little blue flowers right there are Vinca minor. That is coral bells. And there's some Pachysandra right there, the little white flowers. It's a kind of a nice ground cover. I kind of like it too. And there's poppies right there. And an iris and some poppies. And there's some English bluebells.
Sorry.
It's all right. I think it was. I just planted these last year. I'm not sure what they are. I think they were called English bluebells or something like that. This is more coral bells right there. And some Lamium ground cover around it. And there's a nice red tulip right there. And this is a rhododendron. You can see where it's going to bloom at right there. This is a big old rhododendron. It's been here for maybe almost 30 years. This is a blooming cherry bush right here. It's almost done blooming though. That's why there's not very many blooms left on it, because it's almost done. And there's some daffodils. Oh, and here's my Christmas rose. Look at that. It's blooming really nice. This is Christmas rose, or Hellebore. Has lots of common names like Easter rose or something, but it's a Hellebore.